I came home from a long, brutal day at work. I felt drained, stressed, and believed I was carrying the weight of the world on my shoulders. All I wanted was peace. But when I walked through the door, I was met with chaos. Toys were scattered all over the living room floor. There were dirty dishes in the sink, and a pile of laundry sat unfolded on a chair. My partner, who manages our home and our 2 young children, looked just as tired as I felt. But in my frustration, I didn't see their exhaustion. I only saw the mess. An ugly thought crossed my mind. I work hard all day in a high-pressure job, and I have to come home to this? What even happens here all day? I didn't say it out loud, but my silence was loud enough. I slumped onto the couch, turning on the TV to escape. A few minutes later, my partner came in and sat down beside me with a deep sigh. Trying to start a conversation, they asked, "How was your day?" I replied with a sharp, passive-aggressive edge. "Long. Stressful. Productive. How was yours?" They looked at me, and instead of getting angry, they answered with a quiet, bone-deep weariness I had failed to notice before. "Today," they began, "I held our daughter for an hour this morning because she had a nightmare and wouldn't let go of me. I built a Lego tower 7 times, and I happily watched our son knock it down 7 times. I cleaned up spilled milk, negotiated a peace treaty over a broken crayon, and kissed a scraped knee to make it better. I spent my entire day pouring myself out, putting out 100 little emotional fires so that this house would feel like a safe and loving place for our children." They looked around at the messy room. "I'm sorry about the clutter. It turns out I was too busy building a happy childhood to build a perfect house today." I felt my defensiveness and self-pity crumble into dust, replaced by a profound sense of shame. I'd been looking at the mess as a sign of what wasn't done. I never once stopped to consider all the invisible, loving, relentless work that the mess represented. We are so quick to measure a day's work by what we can see: a finished project, a clean slate. We forget that the most important work, the work of raising a human being, is often invisible. It's a job with no salary, no promotions, and no quiet moments. The mess is not the evidence of a day wasted. It is the residue of a day filled with love.